and storms, but it's not going to be a washout every given day. And the steadier rain at this moment looks to be Friday overnight into Saturday morning, which is when we have our weather impact alert in place. And it could just be a little bit too much rainfall too quickly. So localized flooding will be a concern. You just want to watch out for ponding on the roadways, especially Saturday morning. Past that point, we still have rain in the forecast as well. So by Monday, late in the day, a lot of the state, central and southern Minnesota especially, we'll be looking at closer to a couple inches of rainfall likely, but locally more than that. So locally, where you're seeing some of the reds and oranges, that's getting closer to 4 inches of rainfall. And again, localized flooding will be a concern. With any of the storms that develop, if they stay over the same area for a prolonged period of time, that's when we start to see that greater risk for some localized flooding. Closer to the warm front that's been moving in from our west, we are warmer to the west with humidity levels first rising across western Minnesota. Winds are out of the southeast, and that's just bringing a whole lot of heat and humidity into the picture for us. Right now, we're more humid to our west, and when it comes to that risk for storms here tonight, that's going to be more likely generally west and north of the metro. But we are still looking at the chance for some storms here closer to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the Twin Cities. It's not a guarantee, it's closer to a 30% chance. And right now, it looks more likely to me that we'd see that in the West Metro. And it's have a very narrow window of time to see that. The greater risk for strong to severe storms tonight is going to be across northwestern Minnesota and west central Minnesota. And hail looks to be one of the main threats, if not the main threat. Large hail getting closer to 2 inches in diameter is possible, especially within this hatched area that I'm pointing to. And then we'll still keep that chance for some large hail, at least a quarter in diameter size, so an inch in diameter possible, with any of the strong storms that form across the state here tonight. But the coverage of this is not going to be widespread. We really don't have widespread strong storms in the forecast at this time. Any storms that we see that end up being severe towards the Twin Cities look to be isolated, not a round of severe weather or a line. Current temperatures are cooler across eastern Minnesota. We're still building that heat and humidity in. 90s and close to 100 towards southwestern South Dakota. So we are talking about heat and humidity in full swing by tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow back into the upper 80s. That's where we stay into Saturday as well. And our humidity levels still climb tomorrow into the weekend. When we're talking about dew points that are back into the 70s, even mid 70s, like what you see currently towards Marshall, that is a tropical-like amount of moisture in the air. So it's really hard for our bodies to cool off effectively with that. Up north, dew points have increased about 15 to 20 degrees since yesterday at this time. So even up north, we're talking about a humid and hot forecast in place. Here's Microcast taking us through this evening and tonight into tomorrow morning. We're looking at dry skies, but tomorrow night, that's when we start to see some storms that are going to be very heavy rainmakers. Now, this is the timing for which we have that impact alert in place, and that continues into Saturday morning. Your Saturday doesn't look to be a washout, but we do have another round of storms overnight Saturday into Sunday with some more rain on the way. We'll be right back.